Okay, I think we are ready to get the show on the road. Hi, everyone. My name is Sara Campos-Zarconi. I am making my grand YouTube return. I think the last time I made a YouTube video, it was like 2016 or 2017, and a lot has happened in my life since then. So allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a 27-year-old Toronto-based content creator, stylist, and designer of my own little jewelry line. Most of you probably know me now as Sara Camps from TikTok, which is kind of where my content creator career really took off. That was just a few years ago, and now I'm making a return back to YouTube to hopefully share more of just my day-to-day life, traveling, thrifting, styling, makeup, and I hope that you are as excited to join me for this ride as I am to begin it. So for the first video, I had asked over on my Instagram, which will all be linked below, for you to ask me some questions so we can kick off this get to know me video. So let's dive right in. Question number one, what inspires you the most? I get inspired from truly everything. Outfits inspire my makeup. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes I get inspired by just people around me, just people watching on the streets, downtown, art, music, my friends, my family. I really pull inspiration from so many different places. The place that I always go to look when I'm stumped for inspiration is 90s Harajuku, Fruits magazines kind of vibe. I also love to watch old runway shows of my favorite designers like Marc Jacobs, Betsy Johnson. I love looking to the past for inspiration because truly fashion is circular. It all comes back around. So sometimes it's how you stay ahead of it. Okay, question number two, how did you build your social media platform? This is a hard question to answer. I do work very hard at building a platform and a community that I truly believe in and love. I have made so many wonderful connections with my followers, or I never like to call people fans. I think of you as my friends before anything. I would say TikTok is where I really sort of took off. I think it's a platform that reaches so many people, even more than Instagram. Being consistent and always coming up with some fresh, new creative ideas is definitely key in growing your platform. Also, not comparing yourself to other people all the time is something that you should remind yourself. It's something that I have to remind myself. Okay, question number three, do negative comments / people that don't get how you dress impact you? I get this question a lot because I think people are the most scared of others' reactions and others' opinions of themselves when it comes to the way that they look or the way that they want to be perceived. I have to admit, negative comments have got to me before. I can now say proudly that I am in a place where most of the time, none of those comments bug me. I read them, I see them, I don't usually acknowledge them. And if I do, I usually try to just acknowledge them with kindness because they are coming from people who are very sad, people who watch my videos and feel the need to look at themselves in the mirror and really judge themselves. And when they do that, they see that they're not happy and they're not confident. So someone who is happy and confident is like a threat to them. So in conclusion, no, the negative comments don't bother me. If anything, I feel bad for those people. Question number four, are there times you want to dress plain? This question makes me laugh. And I get this question a lot where people will say, like, do you ever wear just like jeans and a t-shirt? And yes, of course. I love my wacky clothes. And don't get me wrong, majority of the time, even when I go out in public, I am dressed up in a wacky outfit. It feels the most me. But I will admit, there are days where I'm just having a crappy day or I'm not in the mood to wear 20 layers and I just want to wear a vintage t-shirt and some ripped up Levi's, and I do. And I still feel like me. There's that. Question number five, what items started your collection? This is hard. I've been building my wardrobe and collecting vintage designer and thrifted items since high school. I would say my very first pair of tabby boots were probably the beginning of my weird collection. I think they're shoes that now everyone is kind of warmed up to, but at the time when I first got my first pair about 10 years ago, people were like, what the hell are those? Question number 6 is another question I get all the time on TikTok. How long does it take you to pee in your outfit? I go to the bathroom like maybe twice a day. I have a pretty strong bladder, so I really don't feel the need to go pee all the time. But I will admit, some of my outfits are a pain in the ass. It probably takes me 15 to 20 minutes max. It's worth it. Question number 7, any tips or tricks for how you style outfits? I'm going to say my one easiest tip/trick. I feel like it's something that anyone can do. It's called the sandwich method. If you match something that you're wearing on top, whether it's your glasses, a hat, a hair bow, to your shoes, or even to like your bag, the rest of the outfit can kind of be chaotic and it will still come together cohesively. Question number 8, your favorite 90s toy. I was really a Barbie girl and a Polly Pocket and a Bratz girl. And I love dolls and doing their makeup and dressing them, obviously. Question number 9, have you ever thought of creating your own line of ugly shoes or clothes to sell? Yes, I have definitely thought about going into the whole design field, but I would much rather collaborate with a designer that I love and someone that I can build a relationship with and build a collection with. I think that would be my next step before just designing a whole line of clothes on my own. Question number 10, do you donate or give away your clothes that you don't wear anymore? Of course, I actually prefer to make like individual kind of style bundles for my friends in a way. I ship some to my sister in the UK. I really love giving my clothes or hand-me-downs or pieces that I don't wear anymore to people that I love and I know will wear it and love it just as much as I do. Plus, I get to see them again on my best friends and my family, and I love that. Question number 11, how many tattoos do you have and where? I am around 30 tattoos now, majority on my arm. They're pretty small. I have one behind my ear. I have about 5 or 6 on my legs, but like none on my torso. Question number 12, how much money is your laundry bill? I also get asked this quite often over on TikTok. I hand wash a lot of my clothes. I do a lot of bathtub soaks, especially because I shop secondhand a lot. I need to wash that crap. Also, I dry clean pieces that I have in my wardrobe that clearly can't be washed normally. So I really don't wash as much as people think. I also don't think that your clothes need to be washed after like a single wear. I think that's just useless. Question number 13, where do I shop? I shop majority secondhand. That means in thrift stores, locally. I shop secondhand online, vintage online, as well as locally, downtown Toronto. I also shop a lot of small businesses. I have gotten the pleasure of meeting so many small businesses that have become friends to me now. I love supporting creative individuals who also make wonderful, iconic, sustainably made clothes. Another one of my favorite places to shop are online luxury retailers like Essence, where you can find a lot of cool, small emerging designers as well. Matches Fashion, Farfetch. Question number 14 says, when did you start dressing the way you wanted to without caring what people thought? I haven't always dressed like this. I mean, you can even go back to my previous YouTube videos and see that for sure. But I've always been someone who has changed and looked different and tried something new. I don't think I ever really figured myself out until the last few years. I'm 27, so I think sometimes you go through different things in life that change you. I think I've went through some things where I felt like I had to just love myself. I had to start putting myself first, and that had a huge impact on me. As my confidence grew, I started believing in myself more. I started loving myself more. And when you do that, people's opinions of you truly just start to not matter. I began dressing for me. I began dressing for Sara and what Sara liked and what Sara wanted, and not what anyone else wanted. In high school, I remember this guy I liked telling me that he liked when I wore my hair down, so I always wore my hair down. And now when someone tells me that they like my hair down, I wear it up. That's just who I am. Question number 15, what is the most extra outfit you've worn? I am going to try my best to put a photo of it up on here, but I wore this outfit for a photo shoot with my friend, and it was probably the wackiest yet most fun outfit I've ever worn. Question number 16, do you have any cosmetic procedures done? I have gotten Botox once in my forehead. I have gotten my lips done about 3 times now. Question number 17, do you have any memorable comments, positive or negative, that you've gotten from strangers? Definitely, I get a lot of comments in real life and online. One positive one that really stuck with me that I've mentioned before on various interviews and podcasts is a comment I received from someone that basically said, after watching your videos and how you express yourself, I no longer feel the need to judge other people for their choices or for who they are. It was something along the lines of that. I think it just really stuck with me because I realized that just me dressing up in my silly little outfits has literally impacted this person's life so much that they are not going to go and judge other people in their life anymore. Like, that's huge, and that made me so happy. Question number 18 is, where do you work / what type of work do you do? So I work full-time as a content creator. That means that I work in collaborations with different brands, whether that be fashion brands, tech brands, food companies, and I essentially make content for them. And I do that over on Instagram and on my TikTok, of course. The fact that I literally get to play dress up and be creative and have fun as my job is mind-blowing. And I also work part-time at a local vintage store. I love vintage. I love being around it, and I love interacting with the customers that walk in there. So it's just a little side thing. Question number 19, how do you choose your makeup? I have loved doing my makeup ever since I was young. It's also what I started doing on YouTube here before anything. And I really just started getting back into the groove of experimenting with makeup and having fun with it and not really using it to make myself conventionally more attractive, but to make myself feel better for me. And I feel like I've just grown from the way I used to see things to the way I do now. And I love using makeup as a form of expression, just like my outfits. And I love when they match. Like today, I did this rainbow kind of moment that matches my blouse, and I feel cute. Question number 20, what kind of music do you listen to? Okay, I'm gonna tell you my Spotify Wrap. My number 1 artist was Taylor Swift, Christina Aguilera on there. I had ABBA. I love 70s music, even 60s music. In 1975, which is my fave, Maddie Healy. I'm so sorry. I hate him, but I love him. And Cher, which icon. Question number 21 is, did you feel insecure dating while you were dressing in your maximalist outfits? So if you follow me on TikTok, you know I've went on quite a few first dates in the year 2023. I think that dressing the way I do, even on my first dates, gives me a boost of confidence like no other. Truly, if you are so comfortable with who you are and you are just being yourself, there's no reason you shouldn't go out dressed in that outfit. I mean, a first date is about getting to know the other person, and me in my outfits is the best way to really get to know me. I feel like I dress in a very fun way, and I feel like I'm a very fun person. Question number 22 is, what is your ultimate career and or life ambition? Heavy question. I think I have a few 5-year goals. One of them is to write a book. I want to write a children's book, so I'm going to put that out there and manifest that. Another thing I really want to do that I kind of mentioned earlier is collaborate with one of my favorite designers / fashion houses that I admire so much. I think that would be something that would just make my life. And and possibly start my own thing. I think that would be the final end goal, whether that's a vintage spot of my own or a consulting company of my own for like brand direction, creative direction. I dream big. Question number 23, how did you decide to start posting outfits on TikTok? Honestly, if there's one piece of advice that I could give you, it's don't think, just do. Don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess. Don't think about it too much. Just post it. I think the more I overthought myself, the more I doubted myself, and the more I just wouldn't post. You're never going to know unless you try. You have to make that jump. Question number 24, fave lip combo. I'm going to give you my favorite red lip combo because honestly, I wear a red lip more than anything, I think. They're both MAC products. I use Cherry Liner and Lady Danger lipstick. Question number 25, favorite thing about yourself? Probably that I have a very big heart. I'm the most empathetic person, which is a fault as well. So, and if we're talking physical, I would say my smile / my lips. Question number 26, what is your favorite color? Green, more specifically chartreuse, something that's more of like a limey, slimy green. Question number 27, what is your styling process? Do you put outfits together before filming or do you try on as you go? So I pre-style majority of my outfits. I would say probably 98% of the time I have them styled before I film. I am a flat lay queen. I style my outfits on my bedroom floor or my wardrobe room this has turned into. And I just think as a visual person, this is the best way that I can kind of see everything laid out. Question number 28, what food could you not live without? I am Italian through and through. I could not live without my nonna's pasta. I just love Italian food. Carbs, baby. Question number 29, fave Taylor Swift song and why? I love how you already knew I was a Taylor Swift fan. All Too Well 10-minute version. If it's not the 10-minute version, I don't want it. Why? I think Taylor Swift is a lyrical genius. She tells a story with every one of her songs, and in a way I relate. I like to tell a story with my outfits, so I respect her. Question number 30, will you start a cult so I can worship you like the goddess that you are? No, I will not, but you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which I will definitely link in the description box. Those are all 30 questions for this Get to Know Me video. I hope that you enjoyed and follow along because I'm so excited to start posting YouTube videos again. Love you guys.